Hey there, and welcome. Today we're going to dive into a super simple but really powerful tool for communicating clearly in English. It's all about one tiny word, not, and how it can totally flip the meaning of what you're trying to say. So let's get right into it.
Okay, so have you ever been in a situation where you needed to tell someone that something just isn't possible? Or, that something is completely against the rules? How do you say that in a way that's clear and confident? It's a super common challenge, and today we're going to find the easy answer.
And believe it or not, the key to all of this is one of the shortest, most common words in English, not. Let's take a look at how adding this one little word to a few special verbs can unlock a whole new level of expression for you.
So what we're talking about here are called negative modals. Now I know that sounds kind of technical, but trust me, it's really, really straightforward. It's just what happens when you take a special kind of verb, like can, must, or should, and you team it up with our magic word, not. That simple combo is exactly what lets you talk about things being impossible or forbidden.
And you want to know the best part? There are no complicated grammar charts to memorize. Nope, there's just one simple, powerful rule that works every single time. You ready for it? The whole process is incredibly easy. First, you start with a modal verb, let's say can. Then, step 2, you just add not. And what's the result? A negative modal. So can becomes can't, must becomes mustn't, should becomes shouldn't. See, it really is that simple.
Okay, so the theory is a piece of cake. But how does this actually play out in a real conversation? Let's check out a few real-world examples to see how these words give our sentences some very specific and very useful power.
For instance, I can't swim. By adding not to can, the speaker is making a super clear statement about their ability. It's not that they don't want to swim, it's that it's actually impossible for them. So remember, can't is all about ability and possibility.
Now listen to this one, it's got a totally different feel. You mustn't smoke. This isn't about whether you're able to smoke, right? This is about the rules. Mustn't is for those strong prohibitions. Things that are absolutely forbidden. And what about when something's just a bad idea? For that, we use shouldn't. Like you shouldn't eat so much sugar. It's not impossible and it's not strictly forbidden, but it's really not a good idea. So you can see how can't, mustn't, and shouldn't each have their own very specific job.
All right, enough of me talking. You've seen the rule, you've seen the examples. Now it's your turn to put what you've learned into practice with a quick little test. Okay, here we go. The sentence is, you blank park here. Now think about the situation. Parking is usually about rules and regulations, right? So which negative modal would you use to say that it's prohibited?
And the answer is mustn't. You mustn't park here. That perfectly gets across the idea of a strict rule or prohibition. If you got that right, awesome job. You've totally got the main idea down.
So let's wrap things up here. We've just seen how one very small word can make a huge impact on how you communicate.
Here's the most important thing to take away from all this. By just adding the word not to a modal verb, you get the power to say no, to set clear boundaries, and to explain limits with total clarity. It's a really fundamental tool for communicating effectively.
So you've pretty much mastered the art of saying no. But what about the flip side? Communication isn't just about setting limits, it's also about making polite requests and offers to get to yes, and we're going to explore exactly how to do that in our next explainer. See you then!